third reason your brain works against you is that it runs on the twisted logic that a small, controlled failure is safer than a massive, uncontrolled one. This is the core of avoidance. Picture an aspiring writer who dreams of publishing a novel. They spend years rewriting the first 3 chapters, obsessing over every single word. This isn't just perfectionism. It's a fortress they've built to protect them from their real fear: finishing the book, sending it out, and getting a tidal wave of rejections. In their mind, an unfinished novel isn't a failure. It's a work in progress, shimmering with potential. But a finished novel that gets rejected? That feels like a public, definite, soul-crushing failure. So, their brain chooses the safe failure of never finishing over the terrifying risk of being judged. This logic is everywhere. It's the person who avoids dating because the quiet failure of being alone feels less painful than a brutal romantic rejection. It's the entrepreneur who never launches their brilliant business idea because the safe failure of staying in their stable but boring job feels more secure than the risk of their venture crashing and burning. Your brain's threat detector, the amygdala, sees that massive public failure as a monumental threat. In response, it floods you with anxiety and shoves you toward avoidance. It convinces you that it's better to fail quietly on your own terms than to give it your all and risk failing in the arena where everyone can see. It's a strategy designed to minimize emotional pain now, at the direct cost of your future. Okay, so your brain can be a real saboteur, but remember, it's not your enemy. It's more like a well-meaning bodyguard running on buggy, ancient software. You can't win by fighting it. The secret is to learn how to work with its programming instead of against it. So how do you do that? First, personify your saboteur. Seriously, give that fearful, self-sabotaging part of your brain a name. Call it the gremlin, the protector, or even Stanley. When you notice you're procrastinating or talking yourself down, you can just go, "Ah, there's Stanley again. He must be really freaked out about this presentation." This one little trick does something amazing. It creates space. It separates you from the sabotaging impulse. It turns an internal monster into a predictable, almost goofy character. This allows you to get curious instead of critical. You can ask, "What's Stanley so afraid of right now?" That question alone shifts you out of your reactive survival brain and back into your logical, conscious mind. Second, practice active self-compassion. Since self-sabotage is a fear response, meeting it with anger and criticism is like pouring gasoline on a fire. It just proves to your amygdala that, yep, this situation is dangerous and stressful. Instead, when you catch yourself getting in your own way, treat that part of yourself like you would a scared kid. You wouldn't scream at a child for being afraid of the dark. You'd comfort them. So, comfort that part of your brain. Say, "I know this is scary and new, but we've got this. It's okay to be scared, but we're gonna try anyway." This practice calms your nervous system, quiets the amygdala's alarm bells, and allows your prefrontal cortex, the part you need to achieve your goals, to come back online. That feeling that you are your own worst enemy isn't just a feeling, it's a biological echo. Your brain, in a flawed but deeply ingrained attempt to keep you safe, will undercut your success to protect your identity, seek out the hidden perks of failure, and choose a small, private failure over a big, risky success. But here's the thing. Understanding this isn't an excuse, it's a user manual for your own brain. You can't fix a problem you don't understand. Now, you see the mechanism. You see, it's not a monster you have to destroy, but a misguided part of you that's just trying to help based on very old information. Your job isn't to fight it, but to gently update its programming. By recognizing the pattern, giving your saboteur a name, and responding with compassion instead of criticism, you can begin to rewire those ancient pathways. You can teach your brain that growth is not a threat and that you are capable of handling what comes next. You can take back the controls. If this video opened your eyes to the battle happening inside your own mind, you'll definitely want to see our next one on the 5 hidden signs of imposter syndrome. Click the video on your screen to watch it now. Thanks for watching.